Evaluate the piecewise function at the given values. So here's our piecewise function. You see that they have a piece of it, linear equation if x is less than 0, and another piece of it is a linear equation if x is greater than or equal to 0. So I'm going to put a graph up here just so you can see what it looks like, but we're not going to use the graph. So here's the graph just so you can see. Get it straight there. Just so you can see what happens if x is greater than or equal to 0, which is the green part, or if x is less than 0, which is the red part. Now, they're asking me to find what is the f of -1 right here. Okay, well first, we have to find out which part of this piecewise function we should use, the top or the bottom. Now, normally, for f of x, we're looking right here. X is -1. So if x is -1, that means that -1 is less than 0. So we are going to use the top part. 3x plus 3. So f of -1, 3x plus 3. But instead of the x part, we're going to plug in -1. All right, so we have 3 times -1, which is -3 plus 3, and -3 plus 3 is 0. So the f of -1 is 0. All right, let's take a look at this one, the f of 0. So x is 0, and if x is 0, are we going to use the top part or the bottom part? And it tells us here x is greater than or equal to 0. If x is greater than or equal to 0, we're going to use the bottom part, x plus 5. So the f of 0, I'm going to put x plus 5. But instead of x, we are going to plug in 0. 0 plus 5 is 5. And then the last part, f of 2, right? So the x portion here is 2. And which one are we going to use, top or bottom? The x portion is 2. Well, 2 is greater than or equal to 0, so we're going to use this part, x plus 5. All right, so we have x plus 5, but instead of x, we're going to plug in f of x. X is 2. We're going to plug in a 2. And 2 plus 5 is 7. Okay? And if you look on the graph over here, you should find that those points are right where they're supposed to be.